It is, isn't it? The girl heard a voice and turned around to see a woman with colored hair and kind eyes, like the girl who's having the dream but older and with wings, just like snow. She jumped back in surprise. Please tell me what you are doing in this subconsciousness. Are you perhaps lost? No, I'm looking for this spiritual core. Oh, I know it is. Here, I'll show you. The woman grabbed her hand and led her to the spiritual core. While they were walking, the girl looked around and saw dozens of all kinds of beautiful flowers, and different jewels were hanging from the trees, along with lights. It was so magical and enchanting. Oh wow, look! It's a purple hairpin. Isn't it beautiful? Here, stay still. The woman put the pin in the girl's hair and led her to a pond where some. Oh no. Well, aren't you the most beautiful girl? I'm so excited. I've never had a guest here before. The woman then picked her up and flew her to the top of the tree, and there laid the spiritual core. Here it is, the spiritual core. Isn't it lovely? I was playing with the children when I heard a voice. Wake up! I looked around, and the children went back inside to Mrs. Lanamore's house. Your friends are in danger. Wake up! I heard it again, and I saw it. It was coming from the woods. I walked into it. Then I saw a spider lily, but it was a white colored with small shades of sky blue in the center. I picked it, and then I was in a dark space. Then I was grabbed by myself. Listen, what you're experiencing is all a dream. It's not real. You're still on the Mugen train. Wake up. You and your friends are in danger. Wake up. Wake up. Yin, dear, are you okay? I lightly gasped as I saw my mother looking at me. Dear, I think she's spacing out again. My father chuckled. Then my mother giggled. This is just a dream. I should escape, but how? Mother, father, if you were stuck in a dream, how would you get out? My parents looked at me. Why do you want to know, dear? I have been having nightmares lately, and I'm concerned of it. Consider of it being a nightmare, but I don't know how to get out of it. My father puts his hand on his chin. Well, one thing that work is always killing yourself. I gulped. Even if this really is a dream, the thought is terrifying. Now, Yin, you know you have to wake up, so you should do that. I heard my mother's voice. I looked at her in shock. What? Yin, your friends need you, as much as we love to continue this wonderful dream with you. Their lives are at stake. After all, you're a Hashra, aren't you? I nodded. Then feathers flew around me, and I was back in my dream Slayer attire. I grabbed my sword and held it to my neck. I took a look at my parents. I love you guys. We love you too, dear. Do your best. So, why did you want to find the spiritual core? Did you just want to see it? The woman with wings asked the girl. No, I wanted to destroy it. Then the girl fell to her knees. But I can't. Then the woman walked next to the girl and gave her a hug. You poor soul. You've been through a lot, haven't you? Then the woman patted her hair. The girl was now in a state of pure bliss. She never felt so warm in her whole life. I'm sorry. The woman continued to pat the girl's hair. I woke up with a gasp and felt my throat. I was still alive. As I looked, I saw a girl try to attack Tanjiro with some kind of needle. I ran behind her, grabbing one arm, bent it backward behind her and back. And grabbed the other one with the needle held in place so she couldn't move. I twisted the hand, making her drop the needle. I then knocked her out and put her on a chair. The two more were awake with the same needles. Hey, you two get up and help us. I knocked a girl out. I knocked a girl out while Tanjiro knocked out a boy. Nezuko ran up to hug the both of us. You are just wanting a happy dream. That's what I wanted. I sometimes wish that this was just a nightmare, Tanjiro said. I looked at him and patted his head. Hey, it's not all bad, isn't it? I mean, yeah, there are a lot of bad times, but there are good times too. Like, I met you and become great friends. Let's work hard to make more good times for ourselves and others, okay? He nodded his head and smiled. I looked at the other two children who were awake. Are you two okay? We are now. Please be careful. I smiled and thanked them. I followed Tanjiro and Nezuko. Nezuko was sent to wake up everyone up, while me and Tanjiro went to find the demon. We found a young gentleman with pink and teal tips. What? What's this? You two are awake? Well, good morning. He waved at both of us, but then his hand gained a mouth. What a shame you couldn't stay dreaming forever. Why are you both awake? I believe I showed you both a dream tailored to every desire. Would you prefer a dream where your family was being slaughtered, or a dream of watching everyone in your village be killed? Would you like that better? Of course, not much of distressing. How about one where your dear father comes back to life and you meeting your friends and friends again along with your parents? The demon said with a smile on his face. The demon stared at us for a moment and smiled. What a good fortune. Like a moth to a flame, they came right to me. Could this be a dream? Now, I can receive an even greater share of Master Muzan's blood. He said so joyfully. We prepared to attack. Narrator's POV. As the two demon slayers went to attack, Enmu, Lower Moon 1, of the 12 Kizuki, used his blood demon art to put the two asleep. Go to sleep, dear children. They paused a moment, but then back to attack. Sleep now. They paused again, and Tanjiro almost fell off, but Yin pulled him back by his hori, and both went back to attacking again. The demon kept trying to put them asleep over and over again, but they continued to attack. Why aren't they affected? No, they are. They both are falling under the spell over and over, but each time they do, they remain self-aware. Take their own life in order to reawaken? To commit suicide even in the middle of a dream? To take their own life with their own hands? Requires incredible willpower. These are rascals. The demon thought, as the demon slayers are prepared, their attacks determined to behead him. They are out of their minds, the demon thought.